was blowed up.
Yeah, he was.
I told you I thought I seen a fan. Look at it. Going to the bedroom, boy. Oh, 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 oh!
He gobbled.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah, some guy commented on that earlier. All right, guys, welcome back. Just a quick and dirty revisit of the pattern video, and just a huge shout out to Keith of Salt Creek Ammunition, who reached out to Patternmaster and sent over 2 of their most popular 20 gauge chokes. We're going to shoot the Anaconda Striker, which is a 570 constriction, gas over constriction, which we'll get into that a little bit later, but also the Black Mamba, kind of like a do-it-all, cover-it-all choke from turkeys to waterfowl. That's in a 590, so it's going to be really interesting. We're going to shoot the Crusher 3-inch 9s through both chokes, also the Salt Creek ounce and 7/8, so a heavier payload in that number 9 shot. So we've got the point of aim reference set out at 10 yards, just like the other video. I'm not going to go through the whole spiel. I wore my glasses for that guy in the last video who commented that he checked the video out and left the video because he hates a guy wearing sunglasses in a garage. This is for you, buddy, so I hope you watch this video too. But we're going to shoot this at 10 yards. We're going to get Marvin out, the 510 Mini, world's smallest turkey gun, and let's get right to it, boys. All right, guys, Federal number 8 bird shot out of the world's smallest turkey gun with the Anaconda Striker. This again is a 570 gas over constriction. And get this red dot on. We are hot. Top right target. It's centered up, but it's low. That's freaking tight. Okay, so you guys can see it's centered up. It's a little low. There's the wad. So we're going to shoot the top left target with the Black Mamba, which is a 590, and see exactly, you know, if they're the same or, you know, where the point of aim and impact is, because this is going to be magnified out to 40 yards. So before you shoot that $8 or $9 shell, shoot you a bird shot, 10 yards, know exactly what you're doing. The Black Mamba. All right, boys. Black Mamba 590, gas over constriction, point of aim test, top left target. We rolling. That one's not as tight, and that one shot more true. So the 590, not as tight, very centered up and down, versus the Striker, which was a lot tighter but low. So I think we're good to go ahead and back these out on a turkey target, get the Birchwood Casey back in there. We'll let it rip. Let's go. All right, boys, we got Birchwood Casey, 40 yards. This is a 3-inch Bryce Hensley Special Crusher, number 9. This is an ounce and 5/8. I'm not sure the feet per second, probably 1,100 or 1,000, something like that. So I'm sure they will correct me in the comments, but we're gonna see what this Anaconda Striker, 570 gas over constriction. We'll see what she does. 40 yards, let's go. Uh-oh.
Yeah. Hot one, huh?
That was a hot one. Ooh, smell that. Freaking hot pattern. Holy sh. Damn, dude. As you can see, that's pretty freaking tight. So a majority of the pattern, if I was going to, you know, actually utilize this in the Striker 570, probably move it over just a smidge, because it is just a few BBs on the left side, hardly any over here. And we'll get this, you know, we might sharpen this up later, but really good impact, really good coverage, 40 yards. All right, let's go next. That was super hot, super tight core on the 570 Anaconda Striker Patternmaster. Same choke, going after the Salt Creek, the infamous heavy load. This is an ounce and 7/8 of straight 9s. You got the cool shot card there, 3D printed from Keith, Salt Creek Ammo. Let's go, man. Let's get some redemption for this load here. I'm excited to see what it can truly do here. Damn, that one punched me in the face. Whew. Oh my word, that's way better. All right, boys, that is dirt nasty. So that's a super hot payload. Again, that's the Salt Creek 1 7/8 ounce. I would say, Keith, you got your redemption here, buddy. That striker, Anaconda striker, Patternmaster 570, that is definitely the way to go. So you guys can see not a whole lot is missing off this target. You got a few, you know, probably, you know, a dozen or so, maybe 2 dozen off the right side, not a whole lot on the left. Pretty centered up. This is exactly where I like to hold on my birds, right on the wattles. I mean, you got just a whole football team right here lined up in his brain. So yeah, we're I'm not going to move my red dot, I don't think, because we're going to put some more TSS through this thing and swap out to the Black Mamba and see what the stark difference is. So far I'm liking what I'm seeing. The 570 striker is pretty nasty, so let's get out another one. Black Mamba 590, same deal, you know the spiel. 40 yards, Crusher 9. Let's see if this one's a little bit more forgiving or if a little tighter, or let's see how this thing reacts. Let's put it down range here. Holy crap. Yeah. You got a lot of the shot really centered up. I do know that, wouldn't you say this one's more open?
Yeah.
So the Black Mamba gives you a little bit more leeway at 40 yards. So you got plenty of shot really centered up, was what I really like. A good consistent pattern with leeway. So if he sneezes at 40 yards, he's not walking out of that. So all right, guys, this is the last one we're putting on paper at 40 for my gun, and then Dad's going to go. But this is the Salt Creek 1 7/8 heavy, the heavy dirty smackdown load, 40 yards, Anaconda 590. I'm sorry, the Patternmaster Black Mamba 590, 40 yards. Let's go. I'm feeling these loads today. Dang it. Yeah.
Got you head, I mean,
not a fan.
Not gonna say that.
Too late. All right, so what we are looking at here is on the Black Mamba, the 590 constriction. This is a little bit more open, and it also shot a little bit to the left. So that's exactly what we preach here, guys, is shoot the combo that you want to hunt with, and shoot, you know, different chokes like different loads and different guns like, you know, it's just you got to find the right combination from what you're trying to accomplish. So I mean, definitely an overall good pattern. You know, it's more spread out. You got a little bit more voids. If I was going to shoot the Salt Creek, I definitely think the winner is going to be the Anaconda striker, because, you know, maybe this load being a little bit heavier payload likes a more tight constriction, you know, in this case gas over constriction. So yeah, whenever you're ready. Ooh, ooh, whoa. This was Dad, point of aim, point of impact, 10 yards with his version of Steve. Same setup pretty much. Rectifier 560, just your number 8 field load. Just kind of verifying point of aim since last year. And you can see this is so close. You know, I told him we probably wouldn't want to move it. So we're going to go back out to 40 and put some TSS on there. All right, guys, this is Dwayne, his version of Steve. Burris Fastfire 4, Rectifier 560, shooting a 3-inch 1 7/8 Salt Creek, 40 yards.
Yeah, I've been throwing down the whiskey. I ought to get my money back.
That's hot.
That's a hot. What do you think about that? That's hot.
And I got an extra pad.
Dang, that's way better than what shot out of my gun.
A little low.
A little low, yeah, but that could have been where you're holding too, though.
Yeah, I was holding actually on the wattle.
So
Here, so
that's a good That's a good killing pattern. You don't have a, look at, there's not a whole lot off of it. It's,
Right.
it's really centered. Maybe a touch low.
Yeah, that's a big swath.
He ain't getting out of that. All right, so same setup, Dad's version of Steve, Rectifier 560. This is the 3-inch 20 gauge Bryce Hensley Foxtrot, ounce and 5/8 of number 9s. And it's getting buggy out here, so this is the last shot. Let's, well, all right.
Or
So
shoot right at his head.
So with Dad's setup, and sorry, there's a plane flying over, but most of his shot, as you can see in the footage, is it's really freaking tight, which is odd. But in that 560, most of his shot is right here, maybe a 13 or 14 inch circle, so it's really concentrated right here in the corner. If he was going to use this, obviously he would go up and to the left, but he is sighted in for the federal factory load TSS, but he just wanted to put one through it to see what it would do. So we do know that out of his gun, if he wanted it to tighten it up, he would move this and shoot Crusher 9s out of it. So it's just cool to see that kind of data and get that knowledge on his setup. So this is the 4 targets that we revisited. This is the Salt Creek out of Marvin, the 510 Mini. This is out of the 590 Black Mamba. As you can see, this is a little bit more open of a pattern with the Salt Creek. As we were shooting the bird shot, I did notice that the Anaconda Striker was the tighter of the two in a 570 gas over constriction. Such a cool technology from Patternmaster. But this was the Salt Creek revisited. Not so much, a lot of voids in here. Probably not going to be my ideal hunting pattern out of the Mamba, but we'll see. It gets better. This is the Black Mamba, same deal with the Crusher 9. So with the Crusher 9s, a little bit better, obviously a little bit more open, and this is kind of like my preferred pattern. I don't like a lot of voids. I like a good consistent wall of shot covering this turkey, aiming at the wattles. So that's the Black Mamba with Bryce Hensley's Crusher by Foxtrot. This is an ounce and 5/8. Forgot to say that. The Salt Creek is a heavier loaded ounce and 7/8, but I mean, obviously the Crushers are just as good out of this Mamba as well. This is where the rubber meets the road. This is where you kind of draw the line of what you as a turkey hunter like to shoot. Do you like a super nuclear core? You like a hotter pattern out to 40? But you also got to keep in mind when they get super tight in, where am I shooting a Coke can at them? Do I have leeway? So again, this is the Striker 570, just a super, super hot core there with the Salt Creek. So that heavier payload did shine in this choke tube. Better than the 560 Rectifier, better than the Mamba 590. So the 570 Striker would definitely be, my go-to for this exact payload at 40 yards. Like I said, just a hellacious pattern. He's sneezing, he looks back at that hen or whatever he's doing. He's not walking out of that. He's not walking back to the roost after you lay that on him at 40 yards. So probably one of my favorites here, the Crusher 9s with the same choke, Anaconda Striker 570. Again, just a more tight constriction there. Just a super crazy, column of shot here that's going on at 40 yards again. But just another great pattern. So out of the two, I would say if I had to pick one, consistency and also just, being tighter and a better turkey hunting choke, I'm probably going to throw that Striker in there, guys. I think that's going to be the one I'm using for opening day. It's going to be a toss-up between the Crushers and also the Foxtrot. The Crushers and also the Salt Creek. So yeah, we got plenty of options. Shout out again to Keith for Salt Creek for hooking that up with Patternmaster. Thanks again for watching the video. If you guys haven't checked out the Part-Time Hunting Podcast, I'm going to put it right here, the Part-Time Hunter Podcast. Go check it out. We've got a lot of turkey content. We're actually interviewing some waterfowl guys now for our waterfowl crowd. So if you're a duck or goose hunter, check that out. We're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts. Leave us a rating. Let me know what you think about the video. Leave a comment, and we'll catch you on the next one.